Yo, Dave, what you got for me, man? One of the biggest issues I believe entrepreneurs face is their ability to be consistent. Consistency is the only cheat code. You have to do something long enough to get good at it, right? I made a post the other day that said entrepreneurship is about playing the game long enough until you figure out how to play. You know what I mean? Like, it's like getting a basketball and you start shooting. And if you shoot long enough, you just get on the court and shoot for 10 years, you get better at it, right? But if you get on the court and you start missing a bunch of shots and you say, oh, I'll never get good at it, you think something's wrong with the basketball. You think something's wrong with the sport as a whole, when really you haven't been consistent. You haven't been in it long enough. So I hate people when they say, I'm just going to rebrand, because for the most part, the person that rebrands is just throwing the idea away so that they can do something different and go in a different direction. That's what rebranding means. I am going to do a whole nother concept. Well, you're only doing that because the thing didn't work, right? Consistency is the only cheat code. I don't see how somebody gets better at something without being consistent at it. Everything we've done at first, we were terrible. But if we're consistently going after it, if we consistently lift weights, if we consistently sing or rap, here's what I believe. I do not believe I've been gifted with a vocal ability. I just don't think God gave me that one. But I do think I can fight against it. I can start today and I'm terrible, right? Again, it's not my gift. But if I took a singing class, someone's going to teach me 1, 2, 3 steps on how to get a little better. If I do it long enough and I start performing, I'll start to understand my own vocal cords and I'll understand music and the formula behind singing well. I believe I can fight against the fact that God did not give me that gift. I believe that. But what about us? We have to consistently go after something. Now, the biggest challenge is some people feel like because they've been in an industry for 10 years, they've been consistently in the industry for 10 years. So I asked someone, hey man, how long you been creating content? They said, oh, I've been creating content 10 years. Well, we'd have to look at what that 10 years looked like. I know you picked up a camera 10 years ago, but have you been recording every day for 10 years? Have you been taking classes for 10 years? Have you been shooting different types of content for 10 years? Like, how has that, have you started in 2015, and then you was going really hard from 2015 to 2016, 2016 to 2018, you started selling vacuum cleaners. 2018 to 2019, you kind of get back into it. 2020, you're doing something else. 2021, what is that 10 years look like? Have you really been doing it for 10 years? And if we had to calculate the hours, how many hours would we have put in? There's a whole different conversation with someone that made it their life for 10 years and someone who just decided to do something 10 years ago, but they weren't super consistent with it. Consistency isn't about the time when you started and the time of today. Consistency is about how hard we went in that window. I don't think people are as consistent as they think. Not even over a decade. What about like today? Every day I'm in the studio. I'm always picking up new cameras. I'm talking to people about entrepreneurship all day long. So one of my greatest compliments is people say, yo, Dave is always interviewing somebody. So every party I go to or I'm hanging out with my friends and I meet somebody new or they got an interest in business, I'm asking questions about the business and my friends are like, oh, here you go, interviewing again. If an entrepreneur is out building their business or I go to a store and I feel like I can help that entrepreneur at a kiosk in a mall or something like that, I'll start talking to them and they say, oh, he's putting him in a hot seat. Oh, I don't want to be in a hot seat. I'm talking to my friend about relationships. I'm just challenging him. He's like, oh, I don't want to be in a hot seat. Why is that important? Because there's no cameras around. When I'm recording a hot seat, I'm recording a hot seat. Some of us only play the game when we're playing the game. When there's a crowd full of people in the stands and we have a referee and we have two teams and all of the people are waiting for the game and someone says, okay, it's tip off, that's when we play. But what about the people like Kobe Bryant who when you miss a shot, you go to the gym after that and you spend hours in the gym practicing that same shot? That's consistency. That's what we call consistency. So I think a lot of people are confused on what consistency really, really is. It's not an amount of time that you've decided to be in it, but it's really how much time you put in. And most people just aren't consistent.